Alright guys, I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but we're going to try and get back into it, get in the groove. So as you can see, I'm sitting at a giant piece of land. So you can see there's a concrete pad here. You guys haven't seen that truck, that's my new truck. And then pretty much this land goes all the way down to that tree line. And I know on camera it doesn't look very big, but I mean, this stake here and that stake there, sorry the focus, is 60 feet, to kind of put it into perspective just a little bit. So land goes to that fence line, which I know this is kind of hard to explain, but that fence post to that fence post that post to this post right here is 40 feet, and then from there to the fence I think is 20 feet. So, and this, I mean, goes out to the road. That pole from the middle of the road is 35 feet, so if I had to guess, that's probably another 20 feet to the little ditch there. You can see I kind of been working out here. So the original plan was to do a 40 by 60 shop. So this to there, that first one closest, and then this one here to that one, 40 by 60. But the problem with it is I have a family, basically I'll call him my uncle for now. He's not, but he's dating my aunt, and he's gonna come get these stumps out for me. The problem with these are they were probably, if I had to guess, maybe 50-foot tall fucking maples, and I have a mini excavator and I could basically get around the roots, cut all the roots out with a sawzall, and this is where we got. So I need him to come with either a real excavator or a backhoe and get them out for me. The land has what we call, it's like a, I don't know, water table, lower water table, and it's really not even that low. You can see all this was trees, brush, just bullshit that I decided to take out. I was tired of it. You brush up against it and it hook onto your jacket, whatever the case may be. It was just annoying. Let me get my jacket here. It's a little cold. Not too cold, but all right, and we're back. So yeah, we just had a fire out here. I mean, you can see a Bud Light can, but all this was brush and just trees, and I mean, I didn't even see that when we caught that on fire, that big ass tree. So pretty much gonna leave this as like our burn pit, but I'm gonna try and make it look a little bit more prettier, pull everything in, and maybe later do a concrete circle around it so everyone can sit on chairs or get near the fire and have no issues. Over here, actually I'll show you over here first. So back in here, me and my cousin are going to drop all these trees. His sons want to do pretty much like a RC car track, and I'm not opposed to that whatsoever. So we're going to put an RC car track back here. So use the mini excavator and just pretty much get rid of a lot of the shit, grade out a lot of the shit for them, and then we can have some ramps and tabletops, you name it, whatever we can do, we're gonna do it. So, but I'll make my way back up here. Right here, you can actually see tracks from my truck veering off, and you can kind of see where it is muddy. I'm going to do probably rock, so, and I'll explain it a little bit better because it's a little weird to explain. So right where the building is, and I did this on purpose in case I ever had like another trailer or I guess mostly an enclosed trailer. So with the shop being here, so instead of a 40 by 60, I'm going to do a 30 by 40. So this is 40 foot here. Instead, it'll be 30 foot. So this one will come in 5 foot. That one will come in 5 feet. Instead of doing 60, I'm going to take 20 foot, 10 this way, 10 that way. So I'll have obviously less room. But that being said, the reason I wanted to do that, a 40 by 60 is pretty big, and with the racing season right around the corner with the G8, I'm going to kind of need to, I guess, cut back on funds, because this pad here, and ignore these shitty trailers, they were left here. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, and they're absolutely full of trash. I really don't even know what you can do with them. So this pad here, we're going to take it, and obviously, I mean, this is just brush that has piled up, and you can see there's a crack, but for the most part it's pretty flat. So this pad here, I already ordered a building, and today I think is like March 23rd. So I already ordered a building. It's a 20 by 40 pad. I'm looking at it here, I'm sorry. So yeah, 20 by 40 pad. I called a concrete company because they're gonna pour this later on in the year. It's a 20 by, or sorry, yeah, it's a 30 by 40 out there, and then a 20 by 40 here. And the reason why I wanted to do this one was because it's already a pre-existing, I guess, I don't know what that is. A fucking drum or something. Yeah, it's a brake. But I don't really want to, I like where this is, to be honest. Comes in, there's a driveway, comes in, and then brings me right back in here. And I think having a shop here would be nice, and then having something more, I guess, professional, if you will. So this one will be 20 by 40 still. It'll have a 12 inch by 12 inch footer around the entire base, so kind of like what they did already. And then I'm going to put a 20 by 40 building, 12 foot tall. And I just don't think this size is good enough for a lift. I mean, maybe if you put the lift, I don't know, off to the side here, but generally most lifts are 11 foot. And ignore my boots, I just put them on real quick. I think most lifts wide are about 11 foot. Me and my concrete guy, I would say, have a pretty good relationship. So if I wanted to change something, that is a big ass worm. God damn. Have a pretty good relationship. So if I wanted to, I could do, a small portion of this thicker than the rest and put a lift in here. But I guess you could put it here. For example, this is pretty much center of the building. Maybe say block here, and then 11 foot out, if I had to guess, would probably put you right about here. So I mean, you would have a decent sized shop. Actually, I would say it was more like here. So you'd have about 4 feet, 5 feet of walking room. And lift here, toolboxes back there. I mean, that might not be a bad idea. If you guys want to give me some ideas, that'd be great. Because I just think a 20 by 40 is, the width is just not it. I mean, I definitely think I could squeeze it, don't get me wrong, but realistically, you add 10 more feet onto this, and I mean, it's going to be basically the same thing. 10 more feet on this, if I had to guess. I mean, obviously it's a little bit bigger, but I don't know. This is why I need your guys' help, because I just don't know what to do. This 20 by 40 squeezed in here, and if you did a lift, say like right here, realistically you couldn't squeeze anything else back there. And if I did the 30 by 40, it's like, what would I put in there? Another lift, which really wouldn't be too bad. I thought about keeping this one nice, if that makes any sense. So having a lift in it, and then having polished floors, having the G8 have its own space, wrapping it, you know, with fucking nice metal, nice tin building, and then having insulation, heat, all that. But then the problem with that is that adds up, and then I'd end up doing the same thing there. So this building, regardless of the fact, is on it. It's ordered. I mean, I can't cancel it. I guess I could, but I think take a percentage loss. But the sheet metal I had cut to order, and that I know for sure you can't cancel. So regardless, this pad needs to stay in terms of the location. So it'll get taken out of here, re-poured, polished, and then building will go up. And concrete is starting actually this Monday, coming Monday. It's Saturday right now. And Monday they'll start pouring concrete. They have some stuff to do for the city, so the city kind of takes priority. And then from there it'll be everyone else. I know they have one big shop to pour, and then me, but I'm waiting on the garage door to come in around the end of April. So realistically I could use this for the G8. But with that being said, I mean, I guess it'd just be a fucking carport until I got the garage door. But yeah, nonetheless, I think this would be perfect for the G8. If I wanted to put a lift there, I could. And then the other shop, you know, not do really too much oil changes or anything in this. I kind of wanted to keep this like a showroom, if you will. That would be most ideal for me. Showroom, you know, you got a fucking lift off to the side. People could come in here, look at it. I'd have my toolbox in the back. Have maybe a TV up on the wall. Put some speakers in here. If I wanted to, I guess I could work on it in here, but I don't know. With polished concrete, I feel like that would get pretty dinged up pretty quick. So I honestly don't really treat concrete like gold. I just fucking slam shit around and that's that. So here, yeah, I mean 30 by 40, so it'd be the same thing, but 10 less feet on the side coming in and that way. But that'll be a little bit more intense. I thought about maybe doing a business out of here, you know, general tires, wheels, whatever the case may be, and kind of seeing how that works, because I still have another full-time job, but kind of doing that maybe as a side gig. I did do powder coating, still do powder coating, but that's kind of another thing where I might want to do powder coating out of that building, but yeah, I don't know how to go about it. Or maybe even pouring another fucking slab and doing up a smaller building. That's why I'm like, the possibilities right now are kind of endless, and that's the problem with me, is I will take endless and run with it. And I'm pretty determined, so I'll just keep going and going. So yeah, so I mean, if you guys want to give me some ideas, I know I kind of just spewed off a lot. I mean, the video right now says it's 14 minutes long, but there's a couple sections that I'm going to chop out of here. This tree has to get dropped. 12 foot high. I mean, it's not too tall. But I mean, it's still pretty tall, and I mean, you figure it's kind of hard to see with that tree right there, but there's a tree branch right there. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, and I mean, I'm almost at it, so that's almost 8 feet. So, I mean, you can see there's a power line, and then the tree's got the old curve to it, and I'm a little worried to drop it next to this power line. We dropped those ones out there, easy peasy, But dropping this one, I don't know how that will go. So that one is a little concerning, but I might pay someone to come out here and maybe drop it right below the fucking power lines, and I can drop it the rest of the way and not worry about it. The wood and everything else can stay because bonfires. But yeah, so if you guys want to get some suggestions, maybe layout plans on a 30 by 40 and then a 20 by 40, you know, I'm open to hearing however I should lay it out. I do want to do one lift on that side. Yes and no to this side. I would prefer a lift on this side. I have seen the max lifts, I think is what they call them, where they're like, you know, the half lift literally, and kind of you have like a sleeve, I think, in the concrete. I wouldn't be opposed to that whatsoever, but I don't know what kind of application that would hold besides having a almost $4,000 lift just to keep your tires off the concrete, which is stupid to me. I could buy quick jacks and leave it like that, but yeah, so this building will 100% go up. So regardless of how I want the concrete to be, it's still going to be polished, and it still is going to get dirty for a while, because this building, we're going to do a series of us putting the building together for you guys, so you guys can watch that on YouTube. And then same thing with that building. These are going to be both self-installed concrete and everything like that. I'll try to get some videos of. If I can't because of work, then I can't. But for the most part, you guys will see majority of the build. Sheet metal, building going up, anchoring, all that shit. I mean, you guys will literally see. So yeah. Alrighty guys, well, I will catch you in the next video. I'll try to do an update. Concrete guy, like I said, is going to come out here. I'm waiting on the town to give me a permit. There are some issues. They were saying that IDOT wanted me to be a certain amount of length from the road. However, it's 35 feet from that center line out is where you can be. So from that line out to that center line, I'm at 70 foot. So they were just a little confused on how things needed to be, but with that going in another 5 foot, I mean, it'll be 75 feet away from the center of the road, and then I don't have to have another permit for a driveway, because I already have a driveway. It's not the nicest. It can be fixed later. I don't care about that. But yeah, nonetheless, I gotta have concrete out there. You can see we had a bonfire out here, and parking was kind of slim. So that will change with rock for now, and then maybe concrete later when money permits. I mean, I know I haven't really talked about the G8 too much with you guys, but it is now turboed and makes considerably more power than what it did before. Billet converter, brand new block, brand new internals, forged, stroked. You name it's done. It's got a 85 millimeter turbo on it. So I mean, it's active, and we need to get this up for content before we start worrying about that shop. So this one still is going to have oil changes, like I said, tire changes, you name it. So that still needs to be a possibility in this shop and that shop. So whether it's a lift or a quick jack, whatever the case may be, I still had to have a way to work on the car and change the oil in the car. So if you guys want to give me some suggestions, just give me a heads up and let me know. I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, that's cool. If you don't, that's also cool. And I hope you guys stay around and stay tuned for the entire build series, and then RC stuff, and just me and my friends hanging out. I really appreciate you guys. Bye.